Hyderabad take on Gujarat, and they will be going to Hyderabad. We go to the local boy first then. Hyderabad is not so fluent. The Marathi तच बोलते मी ना. तेच better आहे की.
हैदराबाद मध्ये मराठी मीडियम शाळा आहे.
आहे?
हो, अजूनही आहे.
Sorry, Lisa.
पण ती पण स्थळेकरच आहे. Okay.
All right.
I thought I was
No,
in
it's
the
going to be
English
interesting
studio.
because-
I got that wrong. Wrong place.
If it is a 220, 230, see how quickly we have come down from saying 250, 260 to
280, we've come down to 220.
So if it is that kind of
It was
track,
300 par. It wasn't in 280. Hyderabad was supposed to go 300 par.
they made 286 in the first game. But if it is that kind of track, it'll favor Hyderabad because I don't know if Gujarat have the depth in batting to go and play a 210, 220, 230 game. They've got very good top three who are in form. Then Shafin Rutherford has had a decent start so far. But they don't like playing Glenn Phillips and they don't like playing
Washington Sundar.
Two people who can make their national sides from time to time, but not make their franchise sides. I don't get that at all. No Kahis or Rabada, so I don't know how they're going to play that. Will they play Kudzia, who's sort of...
They didn't last time. They only
didn't,
went
yeah,
with
they only
the
went three.
Yeah.
But I don't see the batting depth there to play a 220, 230 game unless the top three go really well, and the return of Josh Butler to form is a big plus for them. So
the positive there is, of course, the top three.
Yes.
The middle order, again, if it's tested, we don't know if it can pass the test or not. But
Well, it hasn't passed the test.
so far, yes.
Yeah.
And no
Duarte
Rabada is going to be a big blow.
Sorry?
And no Rabada is going to be a
correct.
big blow as well.
Yeah, I agree. You know, based on my little system here, there's a lot of colouring in for the top order because they've contributed. They've made some really good contributions. But it's that middle order. And if Gujarat are going to go deep into this tournament, then they need to figure that out. So could they bring in Glenn Phillips? Give Glenn a go. We need to start a campaign, actually.
Yes.
Give Glenn a go. Hashtag give Glenn a go.
No, I think Michael was writing to the owners of teams. He said, I'm just going to email them straight up. I forgot which one it was.
There was a few he was...
I think there were three that I remember. We can add this to the list, yes. Yeah. It was Rajasthan getting Hetmeyer and Hasaranga.
Oh, that's right. Hasaranga down from number 5.
So they've listened to him. I think Michael's sitting back and writing those emails. We should tell him to write for Gujarat as well.
Currently, Michael's busy speaking to the MCC about not having Ben Stokes as captain of the ODI team. So he's gone very quickly and started working there again.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phillips, I still think Washington Sundar will offer them more. They like Shah Rukh Khan. They retain Shah Rukh Khan. But if you remember a couple of great RCB chases last year, especially that one game where they were chasing 280 odd and fell only 25 short. DK got a big 80 over there. It was Lomroor who started it. But they don't play Lomroor.
Yeah.
That's the other. He's left-hander, plays the big shots in the middle. I always thought that Lomroor would make the 11. Shah Rukh would come in as an impact sub. And I had Washington and Tewatia both in my side. But they go very bowling heavy because they have Arshad Khan as well. Yes. They go 6 bowlers in their 11. So as a result, they can only play a certain number of batters, which is their way of doing it. And I mean, who's to complain? They're sitting up and closer to the top of the table
Fast
than other
bowling
teams.
coach is the head coach, hence why maybe a few more bowlers, right?
And therefore the left-hander.
Hyderabad, not high on confidence at all. Because everyone had hyped them up here. They came in with that hype, with that 286, and then Pat Cummins came in strong, saying we will stand by the way we want to bat and we will outbat the opponents. But now he's come back to saying we will have to rework our batting. That's what he said. So maybe a different approach tomorrow.
Depends on the surface again. If they get that kind of surface, because now look, suddenly Head and Abhishek are going their shorter runs. So even if the track is like that, are they still the same Travishek that you thought they were? Or can they quickly put aside everything and say, nah, we are back to the track that we like, and we'll continue playing the way we did all of last year. If they do that, I think they'll pack enough punches for Gujarat.
Lisa, we'll have a look at that squad. Do you want to see any changes for Hyderabad? Because they need to get things rolling now. They've got all that power. It's just not coming together for them.
Yeah, there could be Unad Khat coming in for Samratjit Singh, maybe. The other one is Zampa. I just think given his experience...
100% he'll play.
You know, in white ball cricket, very rarely goes away from the stumps. Has that tendency, if he's bowling to a right-hander or to a left-hander, I'll hang the ball wide. You go fetch it and there's a chance for, top edge to go straight up. I think that when you leave that kind of experience on the bench when things aren't firing, because everyone's talking about the batting not firing, it's actually the bowling as well. They're leaking so many runs. So it's in both departments. So that they've got to find a way of addressing both.
He also needs time. Look, bowlers also need time to get used to certain conditions, to get used to the approach. Zampa's not played a lot of IPL cricket. He's been around for a long time. Much like Santner, he's not played a lot of IPL cricket. He didn't have a couple of great matches, but they have to play him. He's proper world-class wrist spinner. So they have to play him. I see him coming in place of Cummins, and maybe they'll find an Indian batter to slot in there. But otherwise, I don't think they should change much. They should just erase the last 3 games and go in with the confidence and say, we're right here. Even in the game they lost.
Go in with the same approach, you're saying?
I would do, because that's what's worked for them. Even in the game they lost to Lucknow. They made 190, I think, in that game.
Yes.
So if they keep going, they make 210, 220, they should back themselves against Gujarat.
So my player to watch out for then has to be the curator. But I think you both have to go ahead and choose your players to watch out for.
I'm going to pretend I'm Joy Bhattacharya.
Yeah, because Joy Bhattacharya said Faf is going to be his player to watch out for.
Kagisa Rabada for you.
I think Joy might have gone Kamindu Mendis tomorrow. No, for me, for Hyderabad, it's just the top 2 that matter.
Yes.
And even among those, I think head matters. I mean, Abhishek is going through a little run of low scores, but I think if head gets going, he'll just give the confidence to Abhishek that it can be done. So for me, head is the controlling factor there. So my player to watch out for from Sunrisers is Travis Head.
And Gujarat.
And Gujarat is Josh Butler. It's that ice cream you gave me. Josh Butler.
Yeah, Butler's in great form.
Yeah, he is. So for Gujarat, I'm going to go for Sai Kishore.
Butler stocked him up hugely.
Yeah. So I think he had a good game last game. 3 wickets, 2 wickets, something like that.
Sai Kishore or Sai Sudarshan? Sai Sudarshan, the left arm spinner. Sai Kishore, the batter.
No, the other way. You got confused.
Yeah, the other way around.
Yeah.
Sai Sudarshan, the batter. Sai Kishore, the spinner.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, you're just going to ignor that.
It's late and it's a double header.
Yeah, it's a double header.
And then I'm going to go for Ishan Kishan, the right-handed batter.